triceps workout today. Well, it should take about 30 minutes. It might be a little longer depending on how much I talk to you guys, but that's okay. I'm just gonna get warmed up real quick while everybody trickles in. Once the workout's over, I'll put what I did, the sets and reps and everything down in the info section below. The goal today is to basically just push real hard, right? Just train hard. I don't care about looking pretty on camera. I don't care if I make noises, right? We're just in here to train hard, drink lots of water, and push our limits, so. 2 bottles of water in the gym today. Been going too often, forgetting to bring more water. And I don't want to leave you guys hanging here on an empty stream. I don't usually do a lot of warm-ups, especially when I'm doing like an isolation type workout, like I'm doing arms, right? When I'm doing bench or squats or deadlifts, usually there's warm-ups, but for what I'm doing right now, my right arm and elbow, I still have some tension there. I get some knots I'm working through my shoulder. So when I do bicep curls for the first time with my right arm, I get a little bit of pain in this area. And so as I continue to work on that injury, I just have to warm up my right side a bit more. And usually it's like a quick set or two of dumbbell curls like this gets everything nice and warm. And what I do is I try to just adjust the angle that I curl. So sometimes I'll curl straight up, sometimes I'll curl out to the side and I'll twist. I'll switch to hammer curls, and I'm just getting blood in the area so that when I start this workout, I can go as heavy as I want and I can push myself as hard as I want and don't have to worry about anything. Hey, what's up, Jaunty? Hey, Matthew. What's up, Steven? Welcome home from work. What's up, Yagis? Raxilia, what's going on? What's up, Suhab? Yo, what's up, Rocky Fitness Journey? Thoughts on Lee Priest cable curl? I'm not exactly sure what the Lee Priest cable curl is. Maybe you can refresh my memory. Hello, Scott. How are you when you're available for podcast? I did podcast with Lee Haney, Frank Zane. Oh, yeah, I do podcast. Just shoot me a message on my Instagram, Scott Herman Fitness. Hey, what's up, Tori? So if you're just getting here, guys, I'm just warming up. Just warming up my arms. I'm gonna be hitting some supersets today for biceps and triceps. So I'm gonna start out. I'm actually gonna try a new exercise. I don't think I've done variations of it in the past as a kid, but it's called the California press for triceps, where you're basically bringing your arms behind your back, bringing them back forward, and then pressing above. So I'm gonna be doing those. I'm gonna superset those with some alternating dumbbell curls for my first exercise. Pretty pumped about it.
A 6-part series from USA Fat. Some people receive support based on who they are, such as
All right, I'm gonna get set up real quick. Gonna get my weights set for the California press. There we go. Yo, what's up, Mike Roberts? Honestly, I think this bar might be enough. This is, let's see, 3, 6, 7, about 80 pounds, I think. Let's see if this works for the California press. Honestly, that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna raise the weight. It felt really nice to get that stretch on the triceps at the bottom of each rep. And then I get a nice press through the tricep, getting back to the top of each rep, so. All right, I'll do one warm-up set. I'm gonna switch things up too over here. There we go. Yo, what's up, Art? Those were just 30s. I'm gonna bump it up to 40s for my working set. And I'm gonna jump up to probably, let's see, I'll put 45s on each side. About 100 pounds, do 100 pounds in the California press. Yo, thanks, Jim. Thank you, CM. While I rest, I'm gonna set up the angle. So this is the movement I'm doing. I'm coming down, behind my head, back up, press. All right, so gonna hit the California press, 6 to 8 reps, and then superset with alternating dumbbell curl, 6 to 8 reps. And that's gonna be my first set, and I'm gonna do 3 sets of this superset. It's called the California press, CM. Yo, what's up, Zeno? Yeah, loading up the barbell, exactly, Broad. Oh, shit. That was a little harder than I thought it was going to be. That was pretty brutal. California pain, yeah. That's what they should call it, Red Pill. California pain. Felt that one. Basically, I'm trying to stretch my tricep long head more by coming over my head like this while holding the weight. You're gonna get a bit of lat engagement, obviously, and a bit of chest engagement when you do that. But the point of the exercise is you're doing a close grip bench press at the top, right, for triceps, but you're just getting a bit more tricep activation through the stretched position by coming down behind your head first and then pressing. So, try wrapping your wrists with wrist wraps. That should help with the pain. You having some problems with your lower back, Zeno? So resting 2 to 3 minutes, guys. Hey, what's up, Adam Lord? Hey man, you were the reason I got into lifting. That was back in 2019. I've come a long way since then, out of curiosity. Any plans on streaming a leg day? Yeah, actually, that was my plan for this week. I was traveling for a few weeks, and so the leg day I did last week was my first leg day back in 3 weeks. Well, training legs in 3 weeks. I had hit other body parts, but yeah, I think maybe later in the week I'll do a leg day. I'll stay looking 25 forever, I promise, Miro. All right, time to another set. Shoulder pain. It depends on where the pain's originating from, Demon. When I finish my set, try to have some information ready for me. And by the way, guys, if you're enjoying my video, be sure to hit that like button, please. All right, here we go. Can feel your triceps go numb on that, guys. Superset with dumbbell curls. Get a pretty good pump out of that. Jesus. What'd you guys ask before? Yeah, it's a tricep exercise. It's called the California press. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Yeah, keep it simple, guys. You want big triceps, keep it simple and overload. And you look like me when you're 41. Xenome, do you feel like you have like tension in your back? Like that, like do you have a knot in your shoulder blade? You guys want to see something that's gonna destroy your shoulder, but feels really good if you have shoulder pain? Give me a thumbs up, and I'll put myself through the pain right now just so you guys can see it. It's very effective, actually. I've been doing it for the last 3 weeks, and it feels like the knot that I had in my shoulder when I first started was like this big, and now it feels like this big. Yeah, dips are great. Thank you, Allie, I appreciate that. Yeah, there's no special lighting here, guys. This is just, if anything, it's shit lighting. This is me. That's why I like doing the YouTube live. There's no time for me to edit a photo. Not that I edit myself to look better anyways, but a lot of people do. A lot of people were talking about my rear delts looking like shit in the last video that I did. It's the lighting, man. If I stand right here with a pump with this lighting, you know, my shoulders actually look pretty big. And you can see my arms look huge, right? This is the best lighting. This is the natty lighting for me. But people, you know, they don't care. Yeah, I'm 41. All right, check this out. Then I'm gonna do my next set. Get a lacrosse ball. If you have shoulder issues, get a lacrosse ball. It's hard. You can't squeeze it, see? Right? And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lay on the floor, and I'm gonna lay on the floor so this ball is right here. Okay? So what I do is I lay down. There we go. So I take the ball, and I try to find the right spot, and then I rotate my arm like this. And I go the other way. And I'll do that like 10 to 15 times, rotating this way and then rotating that way. And I literally try to find the part where the knot is, and I shove the ball in there, and I'm basically just tearing through it. And then I'll actually do that as well. So I'll have the ball in the back, and I'll even rotate through it like this, and just try to work that entire area where my scapular is. Holy crap. Don't spam my chat, bro. It's not cool. No, I don't take TRT. What are you doing for recovery right now, ZZ? What have you researched? What has your doctor said? The racks that I have, you can get from Gronk Fitness. I have links in the info section of the web. Actually, I'll put a link to it after the video. Right? Felt that one, guys. So for those of you just joining, the first exercise is called the California press. And basically you're doing a close grip bench. So I'm not benching the bar here. It's hard to see with the plates. You're doing a close grip bench press. And then you're bringing the bar back and behind your head. Stretch your triceps. And I'll tell you what, man, bringing that bar back over, you're like the bar is barely gliding past your face. Out. Yo, thank you, Siko. My home gym setup with everything I have is probably over 20 grand. Well, actually, probably more than that, probably like 30 grand. But I have a lot of equipment in here. I mean, this cable machine alone, brand new, is like a $12,000 cable machine, guys. Right? That rack's about 4 grand. My dumbbells go up to 125. Gets pretty expensive as you go up. Plus all the extra weights and stuff that I have too. But I mean, for me, I use it as a studio as well, so. Baki Hanma. I just rewatched all of Baki, actually. I just finished the father and son fight last night. Like my 3rd time watching. Actually, this machine right here is a leg curl and a leg extension machine. So I can do leg curls on there for hamstrings. I can do Romanian deadlifts for hamstrings at home, right? I can do single leg curls on that as well. So, I'm not sure what that syndrome is, Allie. Yeah, thanks, Chad. I appreciate that. All right, let's get set up for the next one. So, my program I'm doing right now is really simple with my workout. You guys can see, actually, I think it's backwards. So that was just a superset of a alternating dumbbell curl California press. Now I'm gonna superset dips with a wide grip barbell curl. And then I'm gonna do a close grip curl with tricep pushdowns. And then I'm gonna go run like 3 miles because I'm still bloated from my trip. All right, guys, give me a second. I gotta set up my dip station. Oh, yours goes all the way flat? That's badass. You ever tried doing leg extensions all the way flat? You get an insane stretch. I've been trying that at my gym. I put the seat all the way back as much as I can, and I try doing my leg extensions laying back as much as possible to try to get more of a stretch on my quad. This is pretty cool, guys. If you have a Theragun massage thing, I found this system, right, that lets you clamp it to the pole on the squat rack so I can actually do my back just by leaning against it. It's pretty nice. Here we go. This is actually a really good machine if you need a home gym. If you guys DM me on Instagram, I'll send you a link to it, but it does everything. I'm setting up the dip station right now. All right, so 6 to 8 reps of a wide grip curl. It's gonna target more inside of the bicep, and then I'm gonna go into a weighted dip. I'm not exactly sure how much, yeah, you got that right. I'm not sure exactly how heavy I'm gonna go in the weighted dip. I'm gonna start out with a 45 actually. Might be a little too heavy for this. Yeah, I gotta lower that a little bit. Felt good though. Bro, almost had to. The curl was 95, but I was using a little too much of everything else besides biceps. So I'm gonna lower the bar down by 20 pounds. Yeah, I'm gonna lower it like 20 pounds, just so I can go a little heavier. I mean, a little stricter on the form. What's your max kilogram lift and deadlift? I don't know, but my max in pounds is 535. So I guess just do the math. All right, that should make my second set a little better. Normally, actually, I do train barefoot. I just have shoes on from earlier. I bulked up to 199 and I just looked fat. In fact, I'm still leaning out. I'm down to about 176 right now. I want to get down to 165. That's when I look my best, is in the 165 to like 170 range. Yo, be a 10 in 2010, Jeff. That's awesome, Christopher. Still getting carded at 50 is great. But yeah, this is where the final stage of bloat is, honestly. Once I get down into the low 170s, the low 160s, I think I'll have that tighter look through here that I've been getting towards. Yeah, I lift actually very heavy. I'm the only person in my gym double overhand deadlifting 315, I'll tell you that. Not that that's a major accomplishment, but it's still pretty hard to do for sets of 12 to 15. I'll tell you what, that first exercise I did, it fatigued my triceps a lot more than I thought. I didn't expect to have a hard time doing my dips, but as you guys could see, it was a grinder even in the last rep. I do body weight when I am doing circuits. Oh, I love that, Allie. How are you liking it? I missed the question now, All right, here we go. Doing double overhand makes deadlifts harder? Well, yeah, because you got to focus on having a stronger grip, right? So there's a lot more energy being put into your grip strength when you double overhand. That's why you'll see people use straps, or they'll use a reverse grip, a switch grip, or they'll do a hook grip, right? No, if anything, actually, I'm starting to train like I did back in my 20s and 30s because I was training much harder back then. I'm disappointed in myself. I should have pushed off my feet on that last rep of my dips in order to get one more rep in. It's called a wide grip curl, Xenome. It's a different variation of a bicep curl. The wider your grip is, the more you target the inside head of your bicep. So I'm specifically targeting the inside head. Can you really see in this lighting? That's the outside head, that's the inside head. No, I still play, Nicholas. I just know after 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's when all the cheats and sweats come out. No coyote running, Miles. And I've been ready too. Been walking my dog with my gun. I'm literally on my hip, just in case. Luckily, no coyote run-ins. Teach you how to lift your chest. You just go like this. Yeah, I do reverse grip curls as well, Jack. Yep. I like the Superset reverse grip curls with dumbbell curls when I train biceps. All right. See, it's a pretty good arm workout, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the content, tap that like button for me. So, pay attention on this next set, because my arms are already pretty wiped, but that's fine. And I'm gonna get 8 reps on my dips. As soon as I can't do any more dips on my own, watch my feet, because I'm gonna push off the ground, and I'm gonna give myself help that way. That's why it's really nice if you can use a dip station where you can literally lower your foot and touch the ground. You can get some extra reps in, especially with weighted dips. Oh yeah, incline hammer curls. Also, stepping forward on a cable, the Bayesian curl. It's a nice little exercise for the biceps too. All right, last set of dips. Yeah, appreciate that, Raymond. Yeah, I have coaching programs. So you guys know, go to my website. There's links in the info section below of this video and in every one of my videos. You can get access to all of my workout programs, my exercise database, and my routine database. You can all try it for 1 week free. It's only $10 a month. And you get access to every piece of content I've ever created, organized by body part, difficulty level. There's videos of all my how-to videos organized. You need a new bicep exercise? Instead of trying to search YouTube, you just click on biceps on my exercise database. There's like a body diagram, and then all my bicep exercises pop up with tutorial videos. It's pretty badass. Here you go. Well, this is shitty lighting over here. But there you go, a little tricep. 1 rep max curl with barbell. Not my 1 rep max curl that at one point I was doing sets of like 6 with 135. I want to get back to that. That's just consistently lifting heavy. All right, pay attention, here we go. That was rough. All right, last superset. It's gonna be push downs with close grip barbell curls. Did you guys see my last rep on dips? I had to use my foot. And then I did a slow negative on the way down. Whew. Hey, it's my pleasure, Alareza. Yeah, that's great, Josiah. 200 push-ups every day? That's amazing. What's the best exercise for the inside part of the chest? So, a lot of how your chest shape turns out is gonna be genetics. It depends on the origins and insertions of your chest, right? However, understand that any chest exercise that you do, you're targeting the whole chest. So whether you're doing incline or a flat or a decline, the entire chest is being targeted. The problem with most people is if you're having a hard time growing your chest, it's not so much doing more on chest day. You want to have multiple chest days throughout the week, or at least just multiple days where you're putting workout volume on your chest. So if you train chest on Monday, bring some more chest volume into your workout on whatever you're doing, like on Thursday. Whether it could even be like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Let's just say you're training shoulders on Thursday. Start out with like 5 or 6 sets of chest first. Do flat bench, do incline bench, whatever you want. Just don't prioritize things like dumbbell flies over compound movements, because you're not going to see growth that way. You need to do your heavy compounds. Yeah, barbell rows are great. I still drink my BSN Synthesix for protein. Getting my superset set up. All right, push downs to close grip curls. Here we go. All right, that felt good. My posture's fine, Harsh. My back being straight has nothing to do with doing bicep curls. In fact, you want to lean over a tiny bit so that you can bring your elbows a bit more forward. As long as my back is stiff and I'm flexing my core and I'm keeping my glutes tight, having a slight bend when doing curls is actually going to be more beneficial because I can hang my arms straight down versus the bar getting stuck on my hips right here. That's the difference. No, I don't use TRT ECM. I don't need it. Now, I would never do HGH. I don't want my face looking like Andre the Giant because that shit never goes away. Look at Zac Efron. That's what HGH does to your face. Honestly, Jack, no. I really don't care with what my 1 rep max is, honestly. As long as I can bench 225 for reps, deadlift 405 for reps, and squat 315, I'm a happy camper. I'll be 41 in 12 days. My birthday's the 18th. Flex my bicep. Bicep flex is pretty good. Oh, look, the lighting looks good now on my abs. My chest covers the light on my abs. If I raise my arms, I get more light on my abs. Oh, that was so cheesy, but it was kind of true, actually. All right, I need to get some weights. That's a little too light for me. Thank you, ECM. I appreciate that. So it was a little too easy on the cable machine too, so I'm gonna raise that weight as well. Tell you what, my arms are feeling pretty toast, guys. It's a pretty good arm workout. I do drop sets a lot, actually. Drop sets are really intense. Me and Alex Leonidas. Yeah, Alex is pretty jacked. I'm very proud of his progress. My goal is to get as low as he did in terms of being lean, actually. He's really, really lean. All right, one more set and this arm day is over. Yeah, weighted dips are fun, man. Yeah, that's my biggest thing, DC, right? Dude, there's so many kids now on my Instagram. They're like, this is my transformation after 2 years, and then here's my transformation on roids for 6 months. And they're ranting and raving about how much better it is. And they're like, and I have 0 side effects. Bro, you're still only 18 or 19 years old. Also, it's like the entry drug to do more. So you don't know what kind of effects that's gonna have on your body 10 years from now, on your mentality from 10 years from now. Problem is, when you jump on gear, when you get off, you're never gonna look the way you did when you were on. It's body dysmorphia at its highest level. That's why it's best just to never jump on. And then just maintain what you have naturally your whole life, and you'll always be happy. Ashwagandha, I do not. What, Luffy? Dude, my arms. Pretty good pump, what do you guys think? I feel like I have one of those body types that only looks big when I'm pumped and flexing. Maybe another word for that is natty, right? Because when I'm pumped and I'm flexing, everything pops, right? And then back to normal. Oh, man. Yeah, shoot me a DM on Instagram, Najef. It's Scott Herman Fitness. Serious injuries? I'd say my most serious injuries were I pulled my hamstring really hard once. No rips or tears. I pulled my hamstring really hard once, and that bothered me for like 8 months until I found somebody who knew how to fix it. And he literally fixed it in 1 session. And I was just like, what the hell? Could have saw this guy 8 months ago. When you pull a hamstring, okay, so let me explain this to you guys, and then I'm gonna do my last set. If you're currently dealing with this now, let me know in the comment section, right? You ever have when you pull a hamstring, it feels like you always have to stretch. Like, let's say I pulled my hamstring in this leg, it always feels like you have to stretch, and no matter how much you stretch, it just never feels like that tightness goes away. It's because you probably have a pulled hamstring. And what happens with your hamstring muscles, their safety mechanism when one gets like pulled or damaged, is it'll actually kind of like fuse to the ones next to it. So unless a massage therapist takes his thumb, shoves it in your leg, and splits your hamstrings from top to bottom, it's never gonna get better. And I found that out when I went to go see my massage therapist the first time ever, and he split my hamstrings, and I literally felt them pop, and it was like a brand new day the next day. My most impressive feat of strength? It's a good question. I mean, I've been in situations where like I need to run over and pick something up. This one time, these group of kids tried to fight me for no reason, and I was behind this movie theater, and they had me cornered, and I was against the wall, and I had my hands up, and I was apologizing because they said that I had like yelled at their girlfriend something. I don't know what I was like, dude, I never talked to your girlfriend. I'm like, I'm sorry. And they're like pushing me into the wall, like poking me in the chest, like, fuck you, you know, and stabbing me with their finger. And I just got so mad because I had enough of it that I grabbed the kid by his throat. I didn't grab him like this. I grabbed him like this, like right around his throat. And I picked him straight up and I slammed him against the wall and started yelling at him. Apparently it was so intense, I looked and his friends like took off. I guess that's a feat of strength. That was like an anger strength. That wasn't just like pure, you know, like raw strength, I guess, not angry. Anyways, I don't recommend getting into fights. It's not fun. Dude, it was wild, actually. One of my girls that I knew saw it go down. There was like 50 people there watching. And I actually saw her a week later, and she started telling the story about what she saw. And I was like, that was me. She's like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, yeah, it was me. Didn't even recognize me. I was so angry. It was funny. Yeah, I was hulking out. Rhonda, I think her name was. I don't know. But yeah, I was in such a fit of anger that people who knew me didn't recognize me in that moment. That's pretty wild. We all have that side, right? We just flip the switch. Now, you know what, actually? If you can learn to tap into that energy and you can flip that switch in the gym, it'll take you pretty far. All right, last set. Smoked. Well, the live stream was an hour, but it was really a 30-minute workout with talking in between. Always full ROM. No, dude, don't be telling people flies and pec deck to grow their chest. We just talked about this. More consistent chest training on your heavy compounds throughout the week. So more bench, more incline bench, multiple days a week to get more volume on your chest. Tired of looking up. All right, guys. That was a pretty good workout. Arms are feeling pretty good. Actually, this is a better camera angle. I should keep it lower instead of so high. But biceps and triceps, fully worked. Now it's time for me to finally eat because I've been fasting all day. Yes, I do my workouts fasted. I'm used to it now, so it actually doesn't bother me. If you guys enjoy these videos, please tap that like button. If anybody's looking for one-on-one coaching, I actually do it on video just like this in my gym. So if you have a hard time with exercise form, you want to learn a new program, a new routine, you can send me a DM directly on Instagram or my Twitter, Scott_Herman. The links are down below in the info section. And I can, talk to you about what my online coaching looks like. Getting your bicep veins to grow comes down to just being lean. The leaner you are, the more veins, the more vascular you're gonna be. Yeah, my pleasure, DC. Thank you all of you guys for showing up and hanging out with me. I really don't feel like going for a run right now, but if enough of you give me a thumbs up, I will. Don't let me slack, because I will, unless you guys hold me accountable. I appreciate that, Emery. Is it feminine or masculine for a man to braid another man's chest hair? I guess it depends on the end result. Because if it looks badass, then so be it, right? Natty for life, NB channel. I wish I had an 8-pack. I have the big 4. Almost there, guys. A bit more body fat on the side. I got another like 10 pounds to go to be as lean as I want to be. Fine, I'll do it, Adam. Shoot me a message on Instagram, Plume. I'll help you out. Because I've been holding myself accountable for 41 years. I want you guys to hold me accountable. It's your turn. Yo, Mario. Oh, my pleasure, man. I appreciate the donation as well. Thank you, guys. If you're talking to me, Lost in Universe, come on now. Okay, Adam, I'll do it. I'll do it, Tristan. Just my wife and your mom. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you all next time. I'll do a leg workout later in the week, probably Thursday or Friday. So if you guys want to see me suffer on legs, that's the time to tune in.